3, 2. Welcome back to the 110 podcast. What's up, y'all? It is your boy Mar B at just Mar B on Instagram.
And it's your boy Mick, aka Goya, Goya XX on the Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are back. We're back for another week of great conversations. So, come and sit down with us on the old rocking chair and just chat for a while. Chat for a while. That's the vibes I'm feeling right now is the rocking chair, man. The rocking chair. Yo, whatever happened to that old swing set anyway, dog?
I think that went to dumpster, bro.
Oh dang. That one it's gotta be memorialized. Honestly, it should be somehow restored and bronzed. I definitely plan to have one of those type of chairs when I have my own like house and everything, like a nice porch. I would definitely want one of those swinging rocking chairs, man. I don't understand how people don't just like fall asleep outside every night, honestly, just on those chairs.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that shit was mad comfortable. I would have to check the garage actually. It may be in the old house.
Maybe it may be. Well, welcome once again, especially to our YouTube audience. Thank you to everybody that's been sharing. Thank you to everybody that's been tuning in on the YouTube. Keep it going, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe, as the kids say, because it matters. It definitely does matter. But let's get straight into it, my friend. Let's get straight into it. We got our shout outs and our shit fours for the week. So this week I'm gonna shout out Colleen Diston. She's a older lady who lost her wallet in a movie theater a few years ago. About 40 something, 46 years ago to be exact, when she was in her 20s. So she went to the movies, like did like any other person does when they're sitting in the movies and moving around and shuffling from seat to seat. They lose their wallet. All right, they lose their wallet. So she lost her wallet, called in the next day, tried to get it back, because there was a lot of precious things in there, like family photos, $200 check, a little bit of money. So she called in and nobody had her wallet. She ended up somehow getting in contact with the same movie theater like 46 years later. One of the employees actually found it doing a renovation, like a remodel on the movie theater. They found it in a crawl space, which I kind of question. I'm not gonna lie. How do you find a wallet in a crawl space after all that time? Like how did it make it to the crawl space?
No, no. The question should be, what made her think? Let me call to see if they had this wallet.
Well, the employee, once he finds a wallet, he posts it up on social media, and he
Oh.
posted it up on the movie theater website, and yeah, he was like, "Yo, does anybody own this wallet?" I still kind of ask, how does she find it? Like, do you follow your local movie theater's page, Facebook page? Is that like a thing? Maybe I'm tripping off of that.
Maybe it's not like an AMC. Maybe it's like one of those like
Like
mom
a
and pop places.
it, it's got to be, man, for even someone to care this deeply, honestly. But yeah, she ended up getting the wallet back. Supposedly her family pictures that she had in there were in good shape, and obviously, no, somebody grabbed the money. But yeah, man, shout out to her, bro, for getting her wallet back. Shout out to the freaking movie theater employee for being a good Samaritan, because it's not something that you see every day, man. I think almost every wallet that I've ever lost, I never got it back. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. A couple wallets I definitely did get back. There's some kind Samaritans out there. Mostly because I think it's just hard to steal somebody's wallet nowadays. You know what I mean? Like if you get somebody's wallet, what are you really going to take other than, the little bit of cash that they got on them? You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
some
Nowadays, I mean, you're gonna get a whole bunch of plastic that's gonna be deactivated in
like
5 seconds.
10 yeah, like 10 minutes, bro. In 10 minutes it's all everything's already dead. Um I think I already told the story that that's how they're going to get you story about that Uber driver that said that, you know, a lot of people look out for licenses, like they steal licenses and everything, but I still don't think it's really that crazy. So I kind of understand. I kind of understand, but it's dope that she found it. Freaking shout out to her. And my second shout out is actually for the Migos, man. The Migos just dropped Culture 3 today. For those listening, and I got through most of it. A good amount of songs, and you know, it's a really good Migos project, man. I think that they have somehow elevated. Even though they've already kind of been towards the top of the hip hop game for the last like decade, they somehow managed to elevate their rapping, like elevate their skill, and kind of get even more in tune. Like I almost think of the Migos as like I think of the Migos different from other rap groups and stuff like Mobb Deep or Outkast or something like that. Whereas those with those groups, they're like separate entities kind of coming together. Like when I think of the Migos, it's literally like this is like a one three-headed monster. You know what I mean? Like this is like the way that they weave back and forth. It's almost kind of like the Locks, how like Styles and Jada used to go back and forth like that. But they do it on every song, man. And somehow they got better, man. But I mention them now because I really feel like they've been kind of underdogs these last couple years, bro. I mean, their whole career, to be honest. Like, do you remember when the Migos came out, bro? You remember when Versace and everything came out?
That was like 2000, what, 14?
Yes, and how were you feeling, or do you remember the reception at the time when it came
I
out?
do remember the reception. And I do remember how I was feeling. It wasn't as good, but yeah, I it, it was crazy.
Yeah, I
It went
mean,
insane.
it did go. So I remember it went insane, but it was only after like the Drake verse, came on it that like it really got huge. But I'll tell you what I was thinking. I remember when Migos first came out, that a lot of people were hating, man. A lot of people were like, "What is this?" You know, that was like the prime of you know, or they were like the prime examples of what people quote unquote called mumble rap. You know what I mean? Like anytime, somebody was referencing mumble rap back at that time, they would reference Migos Versace. Like, oh, all people say is Versace, Versace. Da, 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 da." You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like they've been doubted early, man. Even though they've also gotten a lot of praise, you know what I mean, during that time. I feel like they've been doubted early for their rapping skills, man. And I think time and time again, bro, they stepped up to the challenge, man. They're gonna need their respect going forward, dog. But check out Culture 3, man. You should definitely listen to it, bro. They got a lot of good features on there. Cardi B, Drake, they got Pop Smoke on there. And it sounded pretty good. And it's just standalone Migos songs where they really rapping, man. They're really rapping. So definitely something to consider, man.
That is surprising.
Yeah, man, definitely something to consider, man. I think they're stepping it up. Specifically, I want you to hear the song Avalanche. It's the first song on there. I'm telling you, they actually spit it, man. It's like you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, man. But I definitely just wanted to mention Migos in there because I feel like there's been a lot of good music that came out today, bro. Um, there's some Doja Cat track that came out. Meg Thee Stallion dropped. Polo G just dropped a whole project. I didn't get to listen to Polo G stuff yet, but I rock with him a lot. So I wanted to check that out. And then Cardi B also dropped as well, man. So it seems like the bigger label, the bigger name artists, you know what I mean, are prepping for something. I think we're gonna start seeing like the big artists start dropping their albums. So it's an exciting time for music. It's an exciting time for music. So shout out to the Migos. Shout out to everybody that dropped. Now on to our shit fours. Oh boy. So we got two good ones today. We got two good ones. Our first shit four is for a now retired nun. who's going to be pleading guilty to wire fraud and money laundering for charges for stealing more than $835,000. I didn't even know it was that much. But she stole all of this money for gambling and personal expenses. And you know, this is America. You see embezzling a lot. You see wire fraud a lot. So, it doesn't really shock me. I think what really shocked me is who she was stealing from. And it just happened to be a school that she was the principal of, my friend. She was the principal of this this school, and during a 10-year period, bro, she was grabbing money from them. She was taking money out of people's tuitions. She was taking money out of charitable donations, and she was hitting them slots, bro. She was hitting them slots.
Bro.
Is that going to be your blackjack partner? Is my question.
I mean, of course, because nuns like nuns could wear like the veil and like cover up their face and shit.
No.
So you'd be like, yo, hmm,
And all poker. Yeah, you don't even need a poker face.
bro,
Like
I'm teaching her how to count cards. It's
that,
over, bro.
it's a
They're never
wrap,
gonna see your face. Yo,
bro. Being down $835,000, dog.
sister, stick up. That's a
That's
new name. Stick them up.
bro. No, she got stuck up, my friend. She got if you're down that much, you gotta stop, bro. It it had to be. I don't know. I just wonder at what stage did like it become a red flag for her? Because it's like, bro, you're a you're a principal. She's a principal, man. Your salary at max is going to be like what 120, and
No,
that might be high. You know
no,
what I mean?
no, no, because she's a nun. So what it probably is that it's probably like maybe 30.
Oh, then I super highballed it. You know what I mean?
She's a nun, and I'm assuming it's for a Catholic school.
Yes, correct.
The archdiocese is like, you don't need that much. Like, honestly, she's probably getting paid nothing. Like 30 is me being generous
Correct.
because I don't think uh priests get paid that much. Priests get paid just enough to survive. They need enough to eat. That's
Yeah.
it.
So I imagine a nun is like even yeah. This is like bare minimum. We just
Yeah.
getting
I think nuns they get paid like the I forget what what they call where the nuns live. It's not a parish. That's where the
convent convent.
convent.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
I'm guessing is that they don't even get money like themselves. What probably happens is that they probably get um like $2,000 for the convent for that month to buy food and buy toiletries and everything that you need that all the nuns would need.
Bro, this lady, she said, "Yo, give me like $300 in poker chips, and I bet you I'm flipping it into a
It's
year's
over.
salary,
It's
dog,
over.
into a year's salary." And she came back from that Atlantic City trip like time after time with nothing.
What I want to know is that what's the archdiocese going to do about it? Because if the archdiocese gets her prosecuted for stealing money, then we got to talk, bro. Because they be put, hiding away those priests that be touching little kids and shit, but they're gonna try to prosecute and press charges against a nun.
Look, man, 835 bands. That's a lot. That's a lot of chicken, man. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
but
chicken, dog.
ruining a kid's life,
Oh
that's a
yeah,
lot.
no, I'm not saying
That's a
no, no, no.
lot.
I'm saying they both should be prosecuted. Is what I'm saying. They both should be prosecuted for sure, man. But man, this is just crazy. I just find it so disturbing because it's like, yo, you're stealing from kids. You're stealing from kids. You're stealing from charitable donations. Like it's just not good, man. It's just not good. So she's definitely getting shit this week, man. And since we're, in the vein of gambling, I got another shit for that's kind of related. I'm not going to name this guy's name, man, but we're talking about a Detroit man who just recently won $30,000 at the lottery. I think it was on a scratch off, So look, you win $30,000, you're feeling good, man. You might want to go do something nice for yourself. You might want to go ball out real quick, stunt on somebody, whatever. So he decided that he would use $20,000 of his 30,000 to go, buy a gold chain. You know what I mean? Get some ice on the neck. The ice, ice, ice word to Migos, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to stunt. And it all went wrong when he happened to take a trip at a gas station and on Detroit's west side, and he got ran for his chain, man. Some dudes ran up on him, you know what I mean, roughed him up a little bit, took his chain. I'm giving him shit, man, because if you win $30,000, you can't wear 20,000 of it on your neck, dog. You
bro.
can't wear 20,000 of your 30 on your neck, bro. This
Stunning is important, bro.
bro, this is what I realized, man. This is what I realized because I've wanted to change, in the past, and I mean, up to very recently. I mean, if somebody gave me a chain, I'm not gonna say no. You know what I mean? And I would also go out and buy one, if I had the money. But I realized that I feel like a chain, like whatever the cost of a chain really is like actually double in real life. You know what I mean? Because you want to pay to protect it as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to wear it. I don't want to buy a chain and have to like walk over, like not have to take it off and put it in my pocket somewhere or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to pay for the protection too. That's all I'm saying. Chains really cost double, man. So you should have known, dog. You can't win 30,000 and then put 20,000 of it on your neck, man. Because it's just too liable to get taken. This is too liable to get taken, man. So I'm giving them shit,
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
man. Bro,
I'll be so mad. I'll
I'm
be
not,
so
bro. I'm not
mad.
putting 20,000 on my neck for that reason. Because I'll be mad, bro. It's like I just won this money. I just won this money. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, man. On to another very, very tense confrontation. Oh man, we're gonna need the video evidence for this one. We're gonna need the video evidence for this one. So a couple days ago, Nick sent me a very, very interesting video. And it was Snoop in an interview with Angie Martinez, and he was explaining this story of like a standoff between Tupac and Nas. And bro, when he told me this story, or when he showed me the story, bro, this is the first time that I've ever heard of this. Maybe my OGs can tell me, you know what I mean, give me more information, insight into this, but I'd never heard of this before. And I thought it was interesting, man, and it has a lot to do with how I feel about things today, man. So, you got it? You got it up?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
While I while I pull it up.
no problem. We'll pause. All right, let's see it. Volume.
Oh, did I mess that one up? So we were just playing the video. Turns out I forgot to share the sound. Sorry about that, guys.
I was right there. Oh my God. What happened was, Nas ain't got a lot of people with him, but he got a lot of people with him, if you know what I mean.
If you don't,
They're surrounding.
Well, right.
Got it.
And I'm seeing him and I'm knowing, because I'm a gangbang. I'm seeing with their hands on their guns. Tupac got the whole death row in the... We riled up. I step away from him. Him and Nas right here. Boom. Nas like, what's up, Pac? Man, I love your music. I'm a fan. That's what Pac say. If you a fan, I dissed you, Jay-Z, Biggie. He named off a gang of them. I dissed all you on the song. And if you a fan and you ain't got no beef, don't say nothing. And Nas said, I love you. I never diss you. And he shook his hand and he hugged me. And when he walked off, Pac said, yeah, I punked it. In my mind, I was like, nah, he let us slide.
That's some deep, deep shit.
yeah, man. Yeah, that was definitely a crazy story when you shared that to me, man. I was just like, yo, it's nuts. I know that, especially New York rap. I mean, coastal rap right at that time was tense, bro. Like,
Tensions were high, bro.
yeah, man. People definitely didn't want to talk to each other. People was definitely getting into beefs, in clubs and everything. And to think that, like, Pac and Nas were face to face and that exchange went on, bro. It was super, super dope to see, man. It was super dope to see. Pac is ballsy, dog. Like, I feel like Pac was just really going around, like, just saying whatever to anybody, like, and he did not care at all, man. And don't sleep on Nas either, man. I keep hearing it. Maybe I'm too far removed. I'm too young, you know what I mean, to really hear about the stories about Nas growing up. But I keep hearing that Nas was not one to play with, man. Nas was not one to play with back in the day, bro. So
Yeah, bro. I mean, from my understanding, Nas, Nas and Jay Z knew each other, and even Jay Z knew not to really fuck with Nas like that.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But for Pac to be like, yo, if you're a fan, I know you're a fan and everything, but I dissed you, Jay, Biggie, everybody in the song. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Basically, you know what I mean? And for Nas to say, "I love you," I just feel like that's a like. I feel like the story is real because that just seems like a Nas thing to say. Just be like, "Yeah, I love you, dog." Just trying to spread the love
Yeah.
and everything like that. But that story definitely was like it hit hard though because man, I wish these type of things would happen now, bro. Like I really do wish these type of things would happen now. We talked about beef like a bunch of times on the pod. At this point, man, we've had like 4 or 5 beefs explained on the pod, and every time I guess I'm always like just shaking my head. This sucks. I hate beef at this point. But I wish things kind of went down like this, man, where instead of people, when before they even get face to face, they shooting at each other, or nobody's talking, it's just straight to the fighting. It's like, yo, somebody,
Nobody's fighting anymore, though.
yeah, yeah, and that's a problem. That's what I'm saying. Is like you don't even get a situation like the Pac and Nas thing because before it even gets face to face, you know what I mean? Something's happening. You know what I mean? Like before you can even get close enough to talk to somebody, you know what I mean? Something's happening. And it's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. I really do wish things could happen like this nowadays. Um, especially I was thinking about little Dirk. Um, Lil Durk has been he's been going through a lot over the last like basically like 2 years, 3 years. For those who don't know, Lil Durk is a rapper from Chicago, really like one of the big he was definitely one of the big parts of the whole like drill music that was like Chief Keef, G Herbo, all this like really is really dope music that came out of there. But Lil Durk happened to be one of the people that like rose up to the top, and now he's kind of like just a mainstream melodic trap rapper, drill rapper, and everything like that. But Lil Durk um just recently put out an album, a collaborative album with Lil Baby called Voice of the Heroes. And I listened to the album. It's a great project, by the way. It has a lot of great songs on there. But he was talking some heavy shit on there, man. He was definitely like kind of calling out people, just saying that, he's not letting his ops stand in his way kind of thing, and unfortunately it went leaked outside the music. And his brother over the past few years, he's lost his cousin, he lost King Von, who we talked about, one of his close friends. He's lost friends, and now this last Sunday, his brother was killed outside of a strip club. So it seems like, man, and it's like right after, the album technically had dropped on Friday, and Sunday this thing happens. So a lot of people are putting those two things together, like they're connecting the fact that he was talking a lot of shit on the album. Um, it's unfortunate, man. I don't know why, that Pac and Nas exchange kind of linked me to that, but have you seen recently have you heard of a story recently of any type of like piecing up, you know what I mean?
No, no.
You know what? It's, I do have one I just saw a picture yesterday of freaking J. Cole and Diddy. um piecing it together, piecing it back up. Did you hear about how that fight
No,
even started?
I didn't know that that was a thing.
So I'm continuing my streak of talking about Cole, but I'll just share the story real quickly. Freaking supposedly in a club or some venue. Um, this is like right off of Kendrick dropping the Control verse. So supposedly Diddy's like approaching Kendrick about the Control verse, about saying that he's the king of New York and everything like that. And he was approaching him aggressively. And supposedly Cole stood in the middle of it, trying to like, calm things down. And it turned into like a little bit of a tussle. But yeah, yesterday, day before, I saw a picture of them two together, man, chilling. They did like the fake fight pose, like they're standing off and everything. Like, so I guess it
Do
does
you really? But do
happen.
you really think that Diddy has time to beef with like these young cats anymore?
Nah, I don't. Well, look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I think that whole Kendrick situation might have been special because I think it was like a really hip hop argument and like a legacy kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like he was beefing with Kendrick because Kendrick called himself the king of New York, and Diddy just feels like he's the king of New York, whatever. But yeah, otherwise, I don't really think that he has time to to beef with these type of I mean, beef with like the younger cast and newer kids. You know what I mean? Um, but most of these beefs that we see though, just like freaking Tupac and Big, just like Pac and Nas at this point, is two peers. You know what I mean? It's two people that are close in age, man. So I just want to see better, man, for hip hop. I want to like I loved the whole Dirk and Little Baby project because it was like two forces coming together. It was like two people that could really speak to, I guess, like the hood and just their people. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I want to see more of, man. Instead of us dissing each other, and instead of us like calling each other out for what, you know what I mean? Like, other than taking somebody else's life, you know what I mean? Like almost nothing is serious, but I don't know, man. I hope I hope that we don't have to see these fights anymore.
No, I mean, I just want to get back to just beefing like with words.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I want to get back to, I rap better than you. So I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna show
yeah.
you that I rap better than you. I will say somebody that is keeping to that, who's kind of sticking with that whole tradition in hip hop is Jim Jones, man. B Dot, who's a journalist from the blog Rap Radar, put out a top 10 list of like their top 10 rappers of 2021 right now. I'm not even going to run through the list because I'm tired of lists. Um, but he had Jim Jones at number 9, and Jim Jones was like, "Bro, I'm not stopping until I run through everybody ahead of me." Basically, yeah,
It's
that's how.
Jim Jones.
That's how he was coming.
The I'm pretty sure that the last big song he had was in 2004,
Hey,
2005.
man,
Ballin'.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Listen to Jim Jones's last couple projects that came out in the last couple years. Man is rapping better than he rapped in the past. He's rapping, man, and he got his sound pretty clean, bro. He got that New York feel to it. You might like it, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But yeah, that's how Jim Jones is coming, man. And I like that energy, at least. You know what I mean? Even if his last hit was in 2004 or whatever, which I disagree with, but that's how it should be, man. That's what the beef should be over. Like, yo, I rap better than you. You're trash at rapping. Whatever. See me on a song. We could do it on the same verse. You could put out a song against me, whatever. You know what I mean? But I just I don't know, man. Just one piece out here. Just one piece out here, man. The only fights that I want to see is between freaking professionals such as Floyd Mayweather, and of course, the decorated hero Logan Paul.
You wanted to see that fight?
I I wanted to see the fight. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna front like a lot of people are fronting right now in this social media. Everybody wants to be a boxing expert right now. Everybody wants to be tough guy, or everybody wants to be against the social media era, or oh, I'm so for the social media. I'm just gonna tell you, regular guy, freaking honest opinion, man. I wanted to see the fight. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see Logan Paul get knocked out, but I also knew that he would not get knocked out because it's freaking Floyd Mayweather. He's never knocked anybody out.
So, have you heard about the conspiracy that Logan Paul was knocked out,
Yes, I did hear about the. I
bro?
I don't.
So I watched the fight,
Mm,
but I must have not been watching the screen at that point because I missed that. However, it looks like Logan Paul got knocked out.
look, I'll say this. I'll say this. That it does look like he might have like dipped out of consciousness for a second, but I don't believe that. Like they're saying that Floyd like held him up like
Yeah,
until he regained it. I don't know if Floyd was like I don't this is what I say. I don't know if Floyd saw that he knocked him out and then saved him. I don't think that happened.
I 100% think that Floyd knocked him out and knew that he knocked him out and was like, "Oh shit, let me see if I can keep him standing up upright," and was able to do it.
But let's let's back up. 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 Right? Because yeah, bro. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that he dipped in and out of consciousness, but there's just no way, bro.
Why? Why do you think that there's no way?
I just it's things happen so fast, bro. Like in a boxing match, things happen so fast. I don't know if you could just realize somebody is like out of consciousness while they're really that close to you, and then be like, oh snap, let me pick them up like and get them out of here.
Man, listen, Mayweather's a professional.
He
Like
is a professional.
he is the most professional fighter ever. He's decorated. I'm telling you, he knew that he knocked him out. It's
Oh,
it's the same way that baseball players know when they hit that home run before it even makes it as a home run. The same way that the basketball player knows he made
he's
that
hitting the
shot.
three. That's fair. That's fair. That's you know what I give it up to you. It just seems like, but it's not like that type of thing happens so often. You know what I mean? That you see somebody get knocked out and you want them to stay up.
You're
You know
only
what I
going to
mean?
see
Like,
that you're only going to see that in a Mayweather exhibition match
yeah, I guess
because
that's
if Logan Paul would have dropped to the floor, the fight would have ended
yeah.
because it was no knockouts allowed.
But that's what I remember what I wanted to say before. I wanted to go back even before the fight started, man, and just talk about like I don't know if I love the way that fights are being formatted right now. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know the way that these fights are being formatted right now as far as the freaking performances, man. The Migos they perform one of their new songs off the album, right? And it just doesn't look good in a boxing ring, man. There's just so much space in the ring, and you're performing on the floor. You're not on a stage or anything like that. And it just made I don't know. It just felt weird, bro. It felt weird, but
I was actually very surprised to see that Showtime continued that
yeah. It was kind of weird, bro. It was kind of weird.
because the first match everybody liked it, but then actual boxing fans started watching
Yeah.
and they're like, "This is stupid." So I'm really surprised that Showtime was like, "Yeah, we're gonna continue that trend." Like, no,
Yeah, it's I don't know. They got to figure out something else, I think, for it. I think they should do like something where it's out of the venue. Like if you're gonna have a music performance, maybe have it out of the venue so that it could be like its own thing too. Um, that's like I don't know connected to the boxing event, but just having it all in one space, it just seems too like mushed up. I don't know what it is, man. But look, I'll tell you the smartest move of the night happened before any punches were thrown. Freaking Logan Paul put in that rare edition Charizard Pokemon card around his neck. Not gonna lie, that was genius. That may have been the most genius move out of everything. Um, because supposedly, it was already worth like a lot, like I think $500,000 or something like that. And he said himself after after the whole fight at the press conference, he's like, "This is probably worth $1 million right now. Like I wore it in the ring. I mean, I wore it, right before I went to go fight Floyd Mayweather. He just boosted the value of that card.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
super boosted it.
he's smart. He's a smart kid. I tell you, who wouldn't agree that he's smart?
Mhm.
The same way that you always bring up J. Cole, I always bring up Puerto Rico.
Go ahead.
So Jake Paul moved to Puerto Rico. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it's a train.
You know why he moved to Puerto Rico, right?
To train tax breaks.
Tax breaks.
Yeah,
So the people of Puerto Rico are not happy about that.
I mean, I could imagine.
So there's this big thing that he was riding four wheelers on the beach during Toto turtle mating season and breeding season. So they're saying that he could have possibly killed a bunch of turtles by riding
It's riding
the
over.
yeah riding over the turtle shells with the heavy four wheeler. So I'm sure he knows because he's been a big staple in the news in Puerto
Mm.
Rico. So I'm sure he knows that he is not liked in Puerto Rico. And what does he do? Fighting out of Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, fighting under Puerto
Fighting
Rico.
out of Puerto Rico. And I was like, this guy.
He's a funny guy, man.
I know a guy that does high profile security. Like we're talking like when Shaq used to go to Puerto Rico, he was his guy. Like big people. They called him to do security
Oh wow.
for Logan, and he said no.
No, he wasn't with it. He's like, I'm
He
not
said
doing this.
no because that was probably going to be his most dangerous. Like that's crazy.
Wow. Wow. I can see that, man. I happened to catch like one or two videos of like the lead up to the fight and everything like that. And it did seem, man, like for as much as Logan Paul tries to be a nice guy and everything like that, I feel like he does still do things to like step on people's toes a lot. You know what I mean? And yeah, that would I can imagine he was just running around Puerto Rico doing whatever he wants, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like, but still, man, still not gonna lie. I don't. This was a point I wanted to definitely get out, man. Him trying to flip the whole narrative into like, yeah, man, you could do anything. I survived eight rounds with Floyd Mayweather and everything. This is so corny to me, man. So corny to me. If you look at this is like to me like is like participation trophies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The
That's
fact
what
that
it
he's
is.
yeah, like, oh, I survived. I survived after boxing every day for 3 years. You survived an aging boxer. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how great he is.
And
Um,
arguably, he didn't survive.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you didn't even. And then when I'm looking at the numbers, you know what I mean, like sheer punches thrown, you know what I mean, punches landed and everything like that. You got demolished. Like it is like the things that everybody was saying before, minus a knockout, was absolutely true. Floyd is going to pick you apart. In the first round, this man looked like he was like ready to hit the ground, bro. Like he was tired. By the third, fourth round, he was literally hanging on to the ropes, like just trying to survive, bro. But somehow his brother is in the on the outside of the ring, like, yo, he just beat Floyd Mayweather. He just beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm like,
And
bro.
he's the only one, and
Oh,
probably a handful of TikTok people.
yeah. They're trying to do this narrative thing, man. Like, I felt like this fight was kind of trying to be like emblematic of like yo man, like YouTubers, and you could do whatever you want, you know what I mean, like, nothing's real anymore, there's no institutions, boxing is just, you know what I mean, like that's, I feel like he was trying to break down the barriers, break down the walls, and like it just similar to his punches, his message just didn't hit hard enough. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's just really what it was, man. That's really what it was. And that flurry, I don't even know if I can call it a flurry in the first round.
I loved it because Floyd didn't even move. Floyd was just there, like,
He's
all right,
like, all right, boop, boop,
let me know when
boop.
you're done.
Bro, this man, it's so funny because he talks so much about like, yo, man, I've been training for 3 years. Yo, man, I've been training for 3 years. Yo, man, I put everything in 3 years. Bro, there was no form, no anything in those punches, bro. Like he was just trying to wail at him like as hard as he could, basically. Like this was a school fight, man. It was so funny, man. But look, man, anybody that even kind of knows boxing knows that like Floyd just handled it like a professional. He just literally just let him hit, let himself get hit a
That's the
bunch of
first
times.
time, and I've been watching boxing.
Mm,
I've watched every Mayweather fight within the last 10 years. I want to say
mm.
that's the first time in those 10 years that I've ever seen Floyd go at the person. He's
Yeah, yeah,
always he. I always say that he's not the best fighter, but he's definitely the best boxer because he knows how to earn his points,
yeah, yeah.
and he earns his points by evading, getting away, rolling his shoulders, shit like that. So he was going towards Logan. That's how I knew that Logan was a joke. That Logan was not hurting him with his punches.
Bro, I was watching it with my pops, man, and we were like crack like it was truly like we were watching a comedy or something, man. Because Logan, his hands were down the whole time. His hands were like at his stomach the whole time, and it was not good, bro. It was not good, man. But he feels like he won in some way. He feels like he accomplished something in some way, but it's just I don't know, man. Floyd let you live. That's all I can tell
Oh
you.
yeah, Floyd let you finish that fight.
Yeah, he let you live because he could have easily put him down, man. Easily put him down, but whatever, bro. If his it just looks like he's going to get rich. That's
I
what the
mean,
big
he's
take
already
is.
rich.
That's what the big takeaway from. Yeah, he's already rich. He's gonna get even richer. Over 1 million pay-per-view buys. So yeah, you already know whatever NFTs that he has made from this thing, they are going to the moon, my friend. And I'll tell you who's also going to the moon. Our resident trillionaire in chief, Jeff Bezos. Oh, he's not going to the moon. He's technically going to space. Have you heard about the space flight? I was really
Yeah,
hoping you had.
so I have, and it's not really a space flight.
It's a space
Yeah,
skim.
he's going into space, but it's not like he's going like deep space. He's going like just outside the atmosphere, stratosphere, whatever it's called,
It's
whatever sphere.
it's a space peak.
Yeah,
Um,
like he's going further enough to possibly see the curve.
I mean, hey man, look.
It may be enough for him, and maybe he may come back a flat earther. If he comes back a flat earther, we know that the Earth is flat.
Oh, the Earth is definitely yeah, yeah, for sure. But
I
yeah,
saw the ice wall.
but freaking yeah, he has a new company. Well, it's not even new. It's been out for a while, but his company's going to created a rocket, 6-seater capsule, and they're going to fly to space for like a little 11-minute journey. And I think the hope is in the future is to kind of make this like a tourist thing, like make it like an attraction, man. You can have your own space ride. You can have your own. You can see the edge of space. I think that would be kind of cool, bro. Not
From what
even
I
gonna lie to you.
understand, they're trying to build a hotel.
A hotel, really?
Yeah.
Oh snap! So they're going
Not
crazy.
maybe not them, but I know that there's a company trying to build a hotel that will float in space.
Well, I didn't realize like how deep the whole space like race to space is right now. Because I heard the dude that made Virgin Airlines is also competing with
Elton Brand.
yeah,
Sir Ellen Brand, sorry.
definitely not Elton Brand. It's Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
I think
Who's
Elton
Elton Brand?
Brand doesn't he play? Didn't he used to play for the Sixers?
Elton Brand used to play for the Sixers.
I think so. I
No,
think so.
no,
That is gonna be hilarious if he used to play for the
no.
Sixers. I
El-
think ELTON brand.
American former professional basketball player, currently the GM for the 76ers.
Wow, the current GM. Wow,
Elton
that's
Brand.
funny.
Sir, what's his name?
Richard Branson.
Richard
Richard.
Branson.
Yeah, that's
Sir
it.
Richard Branson.
So yeah, that's funny. Oh man. But yeah, they're trying to do it too, man. And make like a basically commercial flight to space. So Bezos is gonna be going with his brother, I believe. Um, and they got one empty seat as well to go in there. So I think right now it's up for auction. So if you'd like to,
It's only up for auction for Amazon employees.
is it really?
Yeah. And
Well,
it's not like Amazon employees, the ones that work in the warehouse. It's Amazon employees,
I
the building with them. So
was
more than
gonna
likely, he has seen them in passing.
I was gonna say for 15.50 an hour, how much you getting? How much you really auctioning up?
18.50 an hour.
My bad, my bad. I just tried to make it more funny. That was fair, but but
Don't play
freaking.
me. No.
Oh no, what are you playing? You? I was just saying, but either way, are you paying this money to get to space,
Yes.
man?
If I had the money, I would do it.
I think they're saying that this ticket may cost like in the millions.
I listen. If I had the money, I would do it.
Look,
Elon Musk could say tomorrow, I created a rocket, first time ever flying, and we want to send a group of people to Mars. And one of the qualifications that you have to be fat, brown, and balding. I'm signing up.
Look, man, I'll hold out. I'm not gonna lie. I'll hold out for a little bit. I do kind of want to go to the space hotel. I think that would be fire. But at the same time, I'm having an issue which I've had with considering going to an underwater hotel. Have you seen like underwater hotels?
I'm not doing an underwater hotel.
But look, why not? Because like, what do you do, right? Like, what do you do in an underwater hotel? You just sit there. You know what I mean? You want to sit in
And
your
watch.
room, look at the
Yeah.
fish. But that's how I feel about the space hotel too.
No. Because think about it like this: in an underwater hotel, if something happens and like the glass cracks, you're suffocating, you're drowning. If the glass cracks on space, you're dead. The pressure is going to kill you instantly.
So you just rather get the instant kill. Is what
I'd rather not suffer.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, look, bro, both are both are definitely gonna look beautiful. I'd say, but I just worry about the activities. Like, what can you do in space? Go for a spacewalk, collect moon rocks.
Communicate with the aliens, bro.
I mean, come on, bro. Look, I'm probably gonna be paying like 20,000 a night. I'm gonna need some entertainment, bro. Can you get Rihanna in space? You know what I mean? Like, is there gonna be performances?
What if there's an alien lookalike of Rihanna, but she just has an extra leg, and instead of arms, she has like tentacles?
I still might be with it, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
You're nasty motherfucker. You're a nasty motherfucker.
I still might be with it. I don't know, man. I gotta consider. But yeah, man. But as far as a short trip, I'm just like, I don't know. I think it would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying that like I wouldn't do it, but it would be kind of cool to just see the edge of space. But I definitely gotta see the second, third version of this trip before I get on it though.
So, since you answered like that for the alien lookalike, I have a question.
Oh man, now you're gonna go deep.
if they were able, if Rihanna consented,
Oh, it's important.
if Rihanna consented, all right,
Important.
that's very important.
Key.
To sell her hair for cloning purposes, and you were able to buy a clone of Rihanna,
I can't do that.
would you?
Nah, it's like buying like knockoff Jordans. Like
But you were willing to go hang out with the alien lookalike.
Because an alien lookalike is probably going to be even closer than or probably going to be better than a clone, if that makes sense.
With tentacles?
I mean, I'm not gonna get into. I'm not gonna get into details. Not gonna get into details.
You
I'll
would
just
buy
say
it. You would buy the clone.
I want to buy the clone, man. Because then, like I said, I just know it's a clone. Like I know it's a clone. I'm gonna keep thinking about that. Like you're not the OG. You know what I mean? I got a knockoff. But look, I'll consider the space flight, but just sign me up for the space hotel for like one night, and I'm down for it. I'm down for it, man. But if Jeff Bezos feels as comfortable going to space, I don't know, man. I just feel like this is a message. You know, this is something's about to happen. Like maybe he's going out there to like start a space Amazon or something like that.
I mean, he is running out of space down here for fucking warehouses.
For money, he's got to put the money somewhere at this point. He's like, all right, just blast it in space. We'll come get it some light years down the road or something like that. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what will come of this. Well, I mean, I think in our lifetime, bro, we will see trips to space, like commercial trips to space, man. That's pretty cool, man.
I'm doing it, bro.
We're moving into the future. Moving into the future. Well, let us get into one of my favorite segments. It's our Ask Reddit questions, our Ask the 110 guys. Feel free, everybody, to post on our Facebook page, post on the YouTube comments any questions that you have for us, and if we like it, we'll read it on air. But for right now, we're on our Ask Reddit. Let's start. It's my turn, right? I mean, I'm asking you,
Yes.
right? All right, perfect. I've got 3 great questions for you, my friend. Number 1 is, what should society stop forcing on us? That's a great one.
Did you read that and we're like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get him in trouble today.
Layup.
What should society stop trying to force on us? All these new age thoughts of 1,000 genders.
Oof. Explain. Go ahead.
No, it's just society has gone. It just feels like society's going in a direction of not wanting to listen to scientists, but then listen to scientists when it's beneficial for them. So all these extra genders for what?
I don't know. I mean, look, to me, I don't get caught up on names too much. I mean, call whatever what you want. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. So I'm cool with like if you wanna call yourself that.
Yeah.
But don't get mad if somebody else is like, no. There's only 2.
I mean, you know what's funny though? This is like one of those things that I say, like it's like a argument that I hear about the argument a lot, but I never really see that argument too much. I will say that. Like I don't see people
I've
get
seen
caught
it
up too
as
much.
of recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen it and listened to it, and yeah.
It's been a back and forth. All right. Let me go on to the next one. What massively improves your opinion of someone?
How polite they are.
Like polite in how? Like manners as far as pleases and thank you, or
Pleases
like
and pleases and thank you, and like if my kid drops something and they pick it up, like I don't expect somebody else to pick it up, but like if I have my hands tied and they pick it up for him and I give it to him, I'm like, this may be a good person, you know. Or if Alex is struggling with bags and they walk over to help her, obviously I don't expect somebody to do that, but just because they went out of their way to help somebody, I think that's dope.
You know, that's a good answer. You know, people always say if you want to see how you're going to be treated, you should look at how people treat other people. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, I think that's definitely a good one. And I agree. When I see somebody like help out, and it doesn't even have to be me. You know what I mean? Just help out somebody else or whatever.
I just use them as an example because that's normally when I say, "Oh, You know,
Might be all right. Might be all right. Might be all right. Well, all right. My last question to you today, my friend, is what activities make you lose track of time?
video games.
Video games for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say TikTok. Huh?
that's. But I haven't been on TikTok in a while, so
Yeah, me too. I've been falling off a little bit, man. I've been falling
it's
off
good.
a little bit.
It's good to fall off because then you come back with new trends and you're like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah. Like things. Yeah, I can't lie. I can't lie. Man, for me, what takes up a lot of my time? Nothing, just overthinking.
Masturbation.
Yeah, definitely overthinking and masturbation. I would say this is the top two for me. Nah, honestly, I do way too much thinking about like work and stuff. Way too
Why
much
think
thinking about.
about work, bro?
I don't know, man.
They
I'm
don't
like,
pay you to think about it outside of.
but you know what? It's like sometimes work is like a game, man. It's like a game, and I'm like trying to figure out how to win certain things or how to get ahead in certain things, man. But
Man,
workaholic, I have a
that
problem.
that is a sign of a workaholic, bro.
Look, man, I've got many problems. I just got to take them one at a time. One at a time. That's all I can say.
Don't even
I've,
think about it, bro.
yeah, I really should, man. I really shouldn't. But
So that little thing that I ended with there, did you get it? Have you been following this at all?
what? What are you talking about?
All right, so
I
you
miss
know
it.
H3, right?
Yeah,
The podcast H3.
yeah.
So they, you know, the host of it, Ethan or Ethan, whatever his name is.
Yes.
So he tried to come at Joe Rogan
Oh,
because Joe Rogan said that he thinks wearing masks are stupid.
okay.
And the reason that he thinks wearing masks are stupid is because of the CDC changing guidelines all the time, Fauci changing guidelines, blah, 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 blah. Right. And whether you agree with him or disagree with him, I think that you would respect his opinion. Right.
Yeah.
So the kid from H3 showed the video on his podcast and he's like, the scientists tell you, like, scientists are telling you to do it. You don't have to think about it, bro. And like super like, like the government's telling you to do it, so you don't have to think about it, bro.
Gotta do it. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you ever heard of Steven Crowder.
I feel like I've heard
Steven
of that.
Crowder, Louder Crowder, Change My Mind. He'll do something like abortion is murder, change my mind.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they have been arguing back and forth on YouTube for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's great.
Yeah.
Again, whether you agree with one or the other, doesn't matter. Watch it because it's awesome.
Just the back and forth alone.
Yeah.
I gotta
Just the
check it out.
banter. It's like this person will watch this person's podcast and be like, da 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 da, and then the next person will watch the other person's podcast, da 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 da. It's hilarious. Hilarious.
You know what? We might have to make this a weekly thing, man. You've been coming up with the good suggestions the last few weeks, man. The good what to watch, good what to watches,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it.
Have you watched Mayor of Easttown?
Not yet. I didn't get the HBO Max. I gotta grab that.
And I forgot to send it to you.
No,
How bad?
no. Well, I was gonna get it. I'm right now in some contract negotiations with some people about freaking like, hey, cancel your Hulu so I could get HBO Max, or cancel your, you know what I mean? So I'm in some negotiations right now. I'm trying to work out all my streaming platforms. So it's fine, is what I'm saying. It's fine.
HBO is king, bro. HBO is king.
That's what I'm trying to do. Well, I'm trying to sacrifice the Hulu for the HBO Max so I can get somebody else's password, share the HBO Max. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to, negotiate here because I've got the more valuable thing in the HBO Max, is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
But
Know your worth, king. Know your worth.
Exactly.
Know your worth, king.
Oh man. Well, all right, man. That's a good place to end off. I think that's all I had for today. Oh, thank you guys so much for sticking with us, listening to us, watching us. and join us, man. Just make sure that you freaking like, comment, and subscribe. I know every YouTuber in the world says this, but it's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason why. I'm not gonna lie.
Help the algorithm, man.
Yeah, man.
Help us with the algorithm.
Help us out, algorithms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't
Sure.
know.
Thank you
But
so much for listening. This has been your boy Goya with Marby. Please hit us up, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of the 110 podcast.
we out this thing. Peace.